Dude. It smells like garlic bananas.
Yeah, that's different. That's smashed. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Green Lodge Podcast. I am one of your hosts, JP.
I'm Michael.
I'm Brody.
Hi, Brody.
Hey.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
It's been a minute.
It has.
A few minutes though.
It's
I see you daily. So.
well, it's been a minute since we've been here.
We don't see Brody daily though. He doesn't like us
Yesterday?
enough. That was not today though.
That's true.
Well, I guess that's technically daily.
I saw Brody's girlfriend this morning.
Ah.
I was just getting coffee. Yeah.
You know what's funny there is you did not correct Michael.
Oh, he didn't. He just let it happen. He let me call her his girlfriend.
Right.
Oh,
So your wife.
You're dating
I just
now.
don't want to.
Yeah,
With your
that's
recent stalker situation, I think there's personal things that we shouldn't divulge anymore.
I think we probably shouldn't talk about the stalker.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll let me go through it.
I think we should talk about the stalker.
I don't.
It's guys, we have a stalker.
I mean, I like on some level, I feel for this person. I'm like, okay, like you just got a little bit in the feelings and you fucking stepped out a little too far and now you feel shitty about it. So it's okay.
Fuck, dude.
Just like don't like your first instincts are typically wrong in this scenario. Okay. So like I don't know about the rest of your life, but when you get that first twinge, like I should reach out, that's a mistake.
No,
That's a mistake. Don't do that.
Don't reach out to the
Right?
creators.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like you're all good. Don't worry about it. You
Even-
can watch from afar and just enjoy the show.
Yeah.
It'd be all right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's smoke some weed.
Yeah. We only accept stalkers that fund.
I mean, I don't.
This week's been a downer, dude. What's going
It's
on?
been a weird one, man.
God
It's been a
damn.
really weird week.
And guys, if you're gonna stalk us, we all like houseboats.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
3 houseboats is gonna get you farther than nothing.
There's one way to my heart.
Yeah.
It's a fucking boat.
A houseboat, but not like a.
I'll take a John boat
I
too.
did- Well,
Yeah,
that's
see-
implied.
Don't give me the boat unless you're also going to maintain it for me because I don't want to. Having a boat is an issue. You got to dry dock it and all that shit.
No, if it's free, bro, you just live on it till it sinks. I mean, fuck. Maintenance.
I'm not going to live out on Crab Orchard with my family.
Hey Dad, what do you know about that?
Where's the fucking fun in that? Hold on, your dad lived on a houseboat?
Hey Dad, what do you know about that? Ask him about the boat that sank.
Jeff, were you on this boat when it sank, or was this?
He was not. He did have a houseboat though, and it did end up just by chance sinking. When he wasn't there one day. It
So is
took on
this-
water.
Did
Was it like a fucking Always Sunny in Philadelphia situation where you let 2 friends take over?
I don't know. I think it just had like a spot or something, or maybe an animal got into it, but it went in the water, and they had to. It was a big deal to get it out because it had like completely submerged.
Well, yeah, you got to pull it out because it's leaking oil and all
Yeah.
that shit into the lake.
And it was
that's an
nowhere
EPA
near.
thing.
Yeah, nowhere near the coast either. Like it was on the boat dock, way the fuck out in the middle, so they had to tow it out. But yeah, sorry, Dad, I shouldn't have called you out for that.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's kind of funny.
Jeff.
Still, I think it's hilarious.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, we like houseboats, Jeff. What the fuck? Not the ones that sink though. Yeah, you gotta give us new houseboats. Anyway, guys, what we're smoking on today, and I let mine know so I put it out. We got crumpets from High Supply.
Oh yeah, this is good.
It is good.
Yeah, I've had this.
It only comes in at a 23.38% on the cannabinoids, but man, let me tell you, the bud looks pretty. I'll pass it around, and it comes in like there was killer reviews. This is one of the. I try to buy the half ounce because they save money.
Yeah,
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
this is some nice purples
Yeah, it's
and
good.
red.
it's a
Wow,
good
that's
solid
a very
bud.
colorful bud.
Oh, I fucking love
Have
it.
either of you smoked weed that was laced with drugs?
Yes.
Accidentally?
Accidentally,
Yeah.
yes.
Both of you, damn.
Crack.
Damn.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got coke, crack, and meth. Not all in the same fucking joint, but like at different times.
Yeah.
Well, it always happened at like a concert or something. So you would just somebody would pass it to you or whatever, and
Yeah.
you'd take it. And
That's so crazy to be doing that at a concert and just handing it out.
That was more, in my opinion, that was more something that happened back in the day.
Right.
Because like I was 14 when it first happened. It was a Sunset concert, and the guy, I can't remember his name. I'll think of it because it's a very common like name or whatever. And yeah, we were all passing around a bowl, and like all of us got too fucked up. And he told us he put a crack rock in it.
Jesus Christ.
See, it's one thing if you let people know ahead of time, so they have the option to not smoke it if they don't want to, if they don't want to smoke crack. But a buddy of mine did that to me at his house. We were smoking a bong. It's like about this size too, like this little guy. We were in high school, and then like it was weird because like in the middle, like we finished this bowl, and he ran off with the bong. He's like, "I'll be right back," and he ran into his parents' room. And we all just assumed like, oh, he's fucking ripping into his dad's stash, fucking
Right.
sweet, and we have better weed now. And he came back, and it had fucking weed in the bowl, and then we started smoking it, and like, fuck it, I hit that thing, and like a minute later, I could feel my hair growing, and I was like, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, and we all just start tripping out, and he's like, oh, I put a little meth on it, and I was like, what the fuck is your problem?
I put a little meth on, like it's a fucking.
It was so fucked up because like I remember like I was smoking a cigarette, and I was all pissed off, and I was standing at his front door, and it was like really calm outside, and I remember like getting done with my cigarette, and I angrily flicked it, and the fucking thing, I swear to God, is either the worst hallucination I've ever had in my life, or this shit was a weird physics thing. But I flicked that cigarette, and I watched it just go straight out, and then just fucking yeet to the left, and there's like no wind blowing, and I was like, man, what is fucking
Freaking
happening
out,
right
yeah.
here, right now? I can't deal with this. So I just fucking left. It's like,
That's
how do you come down off meth? I've never done it before. How do you do this?
Dude, yeah,
Holy shit.
that's I've never tried meth, but
That's fucking hilarious.
the time with crack, it was fucking horrible, dude. I puked. Like I remember my dad had come and pick me up, and like I got sick on the drive home, was puking and fucking. It was horrible, dude. I don't see how people fucking.
This shit's disgusting. It smells like cat piss.
Dude,
Terrible.
So I've only been around somebody that smoked meth once. Like I've known people that got addicted to meth, sadly, but like I've only been around one. It was crazy. I'll tell you, man. It was my senior year in high school, and I moved out of my parents' house towards the end when I turned 18, and I got this little trailer. And my buddy, I'm not gonna say his name, but his name B. We'll call him B.
Yeah.
And he like hit me up before. He's like, "Hey man, I gotta go." He worked at the Mississippi Flyway.
Oh, wow.
He's like, "Hey man, I'm passing by. Fucking, I don't want to smoke. I don't want to burn one in the car." I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, stop by. I just fucking roll the blunt. Like, I'm just chilling." And he comes in, and I figure he wants to fucking like he's just gonna smoke a blunt or something. And he
Right.
pulls out this fucking foil, and I'm like, just sitting there watching. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" It's meth, dude. I'm like, "Bro, we've known each other a long time. Like, A, I didn't know you smoked meth, but
Just pulled it out
B,
like it was nothing.
like, I mean, go ahead, I guess, but don't fucking die in my fucking front room."
Don't fucking die here.
But man, yeah, he fucking lit it up and smelled like fucking pure gasoline. And I'm like, I felt like when my mom first watched me smoke a joint, she was just looking at me like waiting for me to freak out.
The reefer madness shit.
And I just watched him, man. I was just sitting there like smoke my blunt and just.
When's he gonna try to?
What's
kill
gonna
me?
happen? This is like a weird science experiment now. You're
He
still
got-
watching
He
him.
got weird though and was like, "All right, man, I gotta go." And he just got in his car and drove off.
The paranoia hit him probably.
So I've done meth twice intentionally.
Crazy,
Right.
bro.
So once in high school,
Damn.
Okay, high school's a
and it
weird
was
time.
it just kind of got sprung on me. I was hanging out with my buddy, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop at this house," and we pulled up in the parking lot or in the driveway, and I went in with him, and then like instantly there's kind of like a sketchy vibe inside, like where there's it's like a nice house, but there's like not a lot in it.
Haha, the drug dealer house.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you're
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh fuck. Oh,
There's
okay.
no furniture.
You're like, God damn it, man. There's like a futon and a really nice TV, a nice stereo, but like no home decor.
Jesse
You know,
Pinkerton's house.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And
I've done a
so
few of those.
it's like this blonde girl comes downstairs, and she's got to be like or mid-20s or something, and we're like 16. And so she comes down and she's like, "Yeah, boys, come on up." And I'm like, "Man, what the fuck are we doing?" Like, so we go up there, and then she hands him a little foil packet, right? And then she chops out this line of crystal, and she hands it to him, and he does it. She does one, she chops out another one, and she hands me the mirror, and I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna do this." So I was like, "Fucking all right, whatever." And I did a rail of it, and that was it. My buddy and I, we used to do one rail, and like he did this shit. I didn't, right? And I didn't know that he did it. And he must have been like early in it because he wasn't all strung out all the time, but like it was like a weekend thing or something, you know. And we fuck. I remember we drove to West Frankfurt because we were all hyped up. And we decided, we're like, well, let's go fight some kids from West Frankfurt. Fuck them. So we went and found like the parking lot that everybody hung out in. And we got out of the car and we were just like, "Fuck you," and just screaming at these motherfuckers. And they're all looking at us like, "What the fuck is wrong with these two?" And like, I'm like, I'm fucking sick of waiting. So I go grab a fucking tire iron, and he pulls out this little billy club he's got under his seat. And we're just sitting in this parking lot. And these kids are looking at us like, "Man, what in the fuck is happening?" And so they just get in their cars and leave. And we're just sitting there like, like
just tweaking.
What the fuck? You know, what the fuck? Those kids were like, what's going on, man?
Those dudes probably never fucking did drugs.
Right.
There's just two dudes from Johnston City like screaming about
just
fuck you West Frankfurt bitches, and like
you saved
fuck you up.
You saved those kids that day, Mike. They're probably like, I bet they're like super Christian. They're probably like, "I'm never doing drugs." These two kids, this one time.
It's so fucked up.
Fuck.
What was number 2, second time?
That's
was a valid question.
That was later, and it'll sound stupid, but I was actually taking a bullet for somebody.
That's all right.
Because it was about to go to somebody that I knew was really struggling and trying not to, right? And I should have just taken it, slapped it, or just been like, "Nah, man, keep that."
Right.
But instead, I was in a situation where I felt like if I do either one of those things, they're gonna think I'm a narc.
Right.
And it's fucking gonna be bad.
It's
like I'm gonna have to fucking stab my way out of this place, right? So I just took it and I just fucking ripped it. And then I looked at my buddy. And I was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." She was like, "Okay."
I would have sneezed. Like, "Oh, I just blew the fuck."
She was
so sorry.
Like I was taking her, like when we were leaving, she was like, "Oh my God, why did you do that?" And I was like, "I just didn't want you to do it." And she was like, "You did that for me." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was just really keyed up. And I was like, in my head, I was like, "That was so fucking stupid, dude. Why didn't you just fucking let her do it and just chill out with her for a little while? You just smacked it and, whatever." And the thing was, I kind of liked the way it felt because I didn't mind being a little speedy in my younger days.
Well, yeah, the uppers in the younger
right. Like
days.
now, I don't want any of that shit. I almost something knocked me out.
Yeah.
Right. So at the time, I was kind of into that, but I never went out and sought to buy it. I never did it at a party after that. Like it was not something I knew that felt really good. And that's a bad sign.
That's what I've always heard from people.
Yeah. It was the same thing with cocaine. Like I love cocaine, but I don't have to have it.
Right.
But like if we were doing it on the weekend, we're gonna fucking go hard, right? But
it's like hot fudge on your ice cream, man. You don't need it, but it's good.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna do it every day. I'm not like I had friends that would wake up and like brew coffee, and while they're waiting on their coffee to brew, they're fucking chopping a rail on the counter. Like, God damn, it's fucking 8 a.m, man. Like
that was my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah,
that was the last time I did cocaine. Was the end of sophomore year. I got in a lot of trouble at the end of the summer and got shipped off.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, I was doing a lot of cocaine.
I'd probably ship you off too.
I mean, my keys should have disintegrated, bro. Like that.
Well, you were just dipping them, doing them key bumps, just constantly. I had a roommate. They like that's how he just loved to try to wake me up.
Yeah.
He'd just come in my room at like 9 a.m, and I would wake up and he'd just have this. He had this big fucking mirror And like on my birthday, he wrote my name in lines, and he was like, "Happy birthday!" And I was like,
Happy
"Oh
birthday."
my god, this is my last birthday ever. I'm gonna die tonight."
God.
Now, like, I'm not telling anybody to go out and do cocaine, but I had a good time. I mean,
a lot of people love it for a lot of reasons.
it gets out of hand. It can get out, it can get on you quick though, man. Like, you got to watch that shit. That's not.
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely think after, like, if I hadn't got in trouble, I probably would have gone. It would have been bad.
The idea of Mike sleepily waking up in a bed. I imagine you in like a Ramada Inn, and then a man brings you this like.
I was in my apartment.
Oh yeah, I was in your
It was
house.
in my house.
Okay,
My roommate.
I imagine you in a Ramada.
The idea
Why are
was
you-
so hilarious to me because I could just see you in like bed in like just flannel pajamas, and this guy comes in with this like mirror that says Michael with a fucking joint made out of cocaine on it, and then you're like, oh goddamn, and then you got to confront the day. How long is this cocaine gonna take me to take? Like, and then
It was like fucking 45 minutes. It's like we went hard.
Damn.
I mean, he didn't write like fucking 6-inch letters or
Oh, that's
anything.
what I was
You know
thinking
what I
in
mean?
my
Like, dear God, he
It's
didn't
all
have like a
English.
key, you know?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, he had probably a half ounce on him,
God.
which is a lot.
I was
That's a
thinking
lot of coke.
I was thinking it was about a foot. Like that big.
It was, the mirror was huge, but like the letters were probably like maybe like that big,
Well,
right? But he didn't write Mike. It was Michael Sean Everly. So
Damn.
it was
Damn.
a long name,
That's a long.
but like,
That's a lot of cocaine.
you know, it was
Oh
like,
my
well, fucking
God.
bro, thank you. Happy fucking birthday to me.
You just call me Mike next time.
I mean,
Right.
so, by the time I got to the end of my first name, like my face is completely fucking down. You know,
God, drugs were very different though when we were.
I'm scared of powdered drugs now. I can't. Like, there's
no way, bro. You
it's
die.
dicey now, man.
No, you'll. So even back then, like I remember, because I always got coke from two people. I knew some friend, a friend of mine. His family from Chicago would bring down coke, and it would be really nice. Like, it was every once in a while you'd have this tiny little like step on, but you could test it, and it was good. It was good coke. And then a rich friend's dad would get a lot of coke, and he would sell it to a few select. I don't even think his son ever knew that I bought coke off his dad. But yeah, his dad was my coke supplier, but I wasn't like going crazy. I mean, I always did it.
It's important if you're gonna do it that you have a connection that you trust,
Yeah,
because that's dicey. Because you know, like, best case scenario in getting ripped off is you got some shit with a bunch of baby laxative in it, so that your
Right.
stomach kind of cramps up a little bit, and you know, and because that's often the sign of like really good blow too, is your stomach kind of, it gets a little wonky for a second,
little
right?
funky
Yeah,
donkey.
you're like, oh, whoa.
It's been so long. I don't even remember, and I'm glad I don't.
It's generally a good sign if you smell ether,
I don't even
because
know
like
what ether
that's the
smells.
ether cut. Like it's
Yeah.
like a softer gasoline or something, you know, something like that.
Oh, soft.
Kind of
It's got a note of gasoline.
like a unleaded.
Unleaded undertones.
It's a rich cocaine with an undertone of a sweet 85.
I think the dumbest.
This is the Escobar,
This is this.
clearly from Medellin.
Oh man, I don't judge people. Like I definitely I've known people that have gone away for a very long time, and for coke, I've known people that have done that still do, and people have died from fucking heart gave out, and they're fucking 2 years older than me. And yeah, dude, it's
You can only go so long, man.
well, and like we've talked about it before, but like back in the day when opium was a big thing around here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you for a long time you got opium, and then eventually it started you could tell it was fucking mixed with incense,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And now, like, if you get opium from 90% of people, I'm pretty sure you're getting a synthetic.
Never even thought
Yeah,
about
it's
getting opium before. I don't even know what.
It's really like
It's
I
fun.
loved it. You know, so after I stopped doing cocaine, when I came back,
Opium was my best
Well,
friend.
it slowed down.
yeah, when I
a
moved
little
back senior year, that's when we got a friend of a friend You know, he always had this nice opium. It was good.
Oh man,
Put in a blunt. And
it was like
smoke it with your weed.
like, hey, it's Alice in Wonderland, man. Lewis Carroll shit. Like,
Dude,
let's get some absinthe and smoke some opium
Yeah.
and see what happens.
I'm not condoning anyone try opium, but
No, it's fun, but it's not good for you.
yeah, and it's not the way. No,
Of the Lord.
And that was,
do it.
yeah, it's not the way of the Lord.
Yeah, precisely.
I don't know. He made it though.
That's true.
If you wanna know what opium feels like, you should just go get a really nice concentrate, like highest percentage you can find, and then do the biggest fucking dab you can do. Like, I mean, blow your head off, right? And then go like float in a pool on your back at night in the warm water for like a few hours.
It's cold.
And that's kind of like that's pretty close.
It was different. It was wild, man. What do we got on the time here, Mike?
We're sitting at 20 and a half minutes.
We'll keep going for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, dude, drugs are drugs. Like, fuck, dude.
Drugs are
Moderation,
bad,
but
man.
yeah, it's mainly like just this synthetic shit. And like, I mean, now even, if you watch, we've talked about that documentary before where some of these cartels are using super banned pesticides for weed.
That's fucking terrible.
That literally, like, they'll kill a deer if it eats it.
Yeah.
And that's why they're using it. And the United States banned this pesticide fucking 10, 20 years ago.
Well, how bad is it you think we banned it? Because this country ain't trying to ban shit,
Hell no.
right? So, like, if it helps a corporation, it's going to stick around here longer than most places. So, if we were like, nah, that's pretty fucking bad.
Dude, yeah, I'm just not trusting anymore, man. Like, I know there's tons of people even buying like hash or fucking like wax. Like, I've had people offer to me. I'm like, nah, man. Like, I know it sounds snobby, but the fact that I can look at this jar and it says tested, and I know it's regulated, so I know they can't be slipping shit in there. It makes me fucking okay with smoking still.
I never really thought that I would get to a point where I gave a shit about that, like where I would be like, I'm just not gonna buy black market weed,
Right.
And now I hit that point, and I'm like, fuck, man, I got old. There's like a punk rock kid somewhere, a version of me that's like, you fucking old fascist. Like, I should kick your ass. You bitch.
14-year-old Mike's watching you, and they're like, they're taxing your weed, and you're letting it happen.
You letting
They're taxing
you
it.
fucking piece of shit. Why are you not burn a town down?
You're buying it from the man?
You're like, look, kid, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything.
It's
all right,
so
you
much
little
better,
dumbass. Like, shut up.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fucking like, and that's the thing too. Like, so many fucking weeds. It was like the last couple. I was just years ago, damn near. It was just so many times like you'd spark it up and the chemical burn.
Oh, it tastes like shit.
Just like, dude, this weed tastes like shit. I'm literally saving maybe $50 buying it from Joe Blow.
Well, what good is it to get a $200 ounce if it tastes like shit and you don't want to fucking smoke it?
And the high's not even good. Like,
Yeah.
weed has come so far. It's the arms race to get to the next level.
Oh man, they're
And like, I don't need it all like that.
no, it's to the point now where, like, I mean, how high do you want to get? Do you want to be a fucking vegetable for 6 hours? Because we can help you do that.
Yeah. Not normally. Sometimes though.
Like, if I have that much time to myself, which is fucking never.
Yeah, you got a young baby in your life, bro. There's no time for
There's
that.
no point where I'm going to get 6 hours of uninterrupted.
No. You'd
gonna
get
happen.
so blown. It'd be like an hour in, you just be like, oh, I don't know what to do with this baby.
Oh no, this is going to be a fucking anti-drug commercial waiting to happen. Like, shit.
Yeah, no.
No, I can't.
No.
That's
So-
all right.
So,
Hey, on that topic, how do you guys feel about this weed we've been smoking
Well,
here?
Well,
it's,
I've had it before.
yeah, it's
I
good.
like
man.
it.
Crumpets is
Yeah.
nice. It's a good heavy indica.
I've never had crumpets specifically. I've never even.
That's
don't get
because
it.
you hate the British.
Well,
You do
yeah,
hate
fuck
the
them,
Brits.
dude.
Because you're a xenophobe.
Goddamn right.
I'm British, you son of a bitch.
Not about the second part, the British part. I don't know what the second part meant.
You don't know what a xenophobe is.
Come here with your high talking rhetoric
yeah.
and shit, bud.
You have to remember,
Well, that's
bro.
an 8th grade word, buddy. Okay.
And I'm half. You fucking. We go over this every time. Like I'm half Scandinavian and half those toothy bastards.
I think you're Scottish.
John's family conquered itself.
Yeah.
It basically is why he is the way he is, right? Like they the two sides of his family met
and then
long ago.
Somebody did a little pillaging down in the Liberian Peninsula because
That's why I went a little far south.
there's a little 4%.
Got way down there, man.
Baby.
Like,
Hell
hey,
yeah.
hey, man, it's warm down there.
Yeah, can I get a little piece of land down there?
Come from the land of ice and snow. Liberia is pretty sick.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, 4% Liberian.
Damn. Well, on that note, we're gonna take off for a minute and let you think about what we just talked about.
I won't remember. I'd already forgot.
You don't need to remember. It's just for them. So you guys go hang out and do what you do, and we'll be right back.
Think about your fucking life.
You right?
So Brody.
Let's talk about
Don't make
this.
fun of me.
So the other day, though, Brody comes over to the new building and he's helping me paint. And he's sitting there and he's like, I'm going to put on some Michael McDonald. And I'm like, this. I'm like,
Unironically,
I'm like,
right?
this dude's strolling. I'm like, okay, whatever, sure. And I just walk away for a second. And, there he's blaring off his fucking phone.
Baby, I can't forget. No, it's so good.
What is
So
going
good.
on with you, bud? What's happening?
I don't know.
Are you in an emotional state and you just need
No, and that's the thing. It's
smooth Michael McDonald?
Did you just discover
Maybe.
Michael McDonald?
yes.
Really?
Never heard of him.
Really?
Last week.
You never heard like a Doobie
It
Brothers
was
song
2
or
weeks
anything
ago.
like
I
that?
did mushrooms a couple weeks ago. It was the same night I did the mushrooms. I found Michael McDonald, so I formed
wow.
this bond with him
Oh, no.
emotionally.
See,
Oh,
you put way
my
too much
God.
stock in that mushroom trip you had.
Oh,
Those are good.
Sometimes things aren't significant when you're tripping; they just happen.
No, but it's still Michael McDonald holds up a few weeks later.
Look, I mean, he had a hell of a career.
He's as an old man, it's kind of sad to watch because he tries to do the whatever the fucking thing is with his voice, but it goes out as like,
Well, he's like fucking 80.
yeah,
or
he's still
whatever he
tours,
is, like
but
70 or something. Yeah.
I didn't know he was part of the Doobie Brothers either. I
Yeah.
had no clue that. That's some shit I never heard till last week either.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a massive Doobie Brothers fan
no,
or
there's a
anything,
few
but
good songs.
You're right.
yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
never heard any of
It
that.
caught me really
it's just
fucking
weird.
off guard.
It's just odd that you like.
You're a young man. To
been a
like,
weird
Yeah.
It's been a weird couple weeks.
You're way too young to have a Michael McDonald reference. Like that's fucked up.
Admittedly, I didn't know much about OJ till 2 weeks ago either. Somehow, and I watched the new documentary on Netflix, and at the beginning of it, this was the same night as mushrooms. I was like, "Damn, OJ ain't that bad, man.
Whoa,
He's
fuck.
pretty fucking cool." The way they presented it, the first 4 episodes.
Jeez,
And-
buddy, wait till the story plays
Oh
out.
yeah, and then they got to the court, and when he stabbed him and all the shit, and then I was like, "Damn, you guys tricked me, man."
You guys tricked
I
me.
was high as fuck, and I was like, out loud, I was like, "Oh, that's cool as fuck, dude." I get it. That's why he's so famous. Because I didn't understand why he was famous.
That was like
I
as a
missed-
kid, that was my thing. Like I didn't really get to see OJ play football because I was too young
Right.
for that, right? But like when I saw OJ, he was Nordberg from the Naked Gun movies.
Naked Gun,
That's like in like he was in like Hertz commercials. And like you knew that he played football and he was like Heisman Trophy winner and all that shit, right? But I never saw that. I just saw him in the Naked Gun movies and shit.
And
he
I
was
never
just
saw
being
the
funny. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. And then then that shit happened, and I was in high school. I remember watching that fucking chase on live TV. I was trying to watch the NBA Finals, and that fucking preempted it.
That's
He
fucking
definitely killed
hilarious.
us.
Yeah, he for sure killed him. If he didn't kill him himself, he paid somebody to do it.
He for sure.
He definitely killed them.
He killed him.
I felt really bad after I thought about that too, because I was like, I was watching all this football. I was like, damn, I get why he's popular. And then they just jumped into it, and then they were like, showed where the blood was everywhere, and I was like, this motherfucker did
This
it.
motherfucker
This
did
motherfucker
it.
really did it.
He did it. Yeah, I'm convinced.
Yeah, probably.
I would love to side with him, and he didn't do it, but he fucking did it. So
Well, he
can't.
wrote a book said
Yeah.
that it was called "If I Did It." Yeah, if I did it. Yeah, okay,
Bad idea.
okay, OJ.
All the proceeds of that book ended up going to the family of
As
the,
it should.
of the model that died there.
Well, there's like
And-
that Son of Sam law now,
Yeah.
where like if like say you became like this famous serial killer or whatever, you can't like write a book and profit off of it. You can write the book, but all those proceeds have to go to like the victims of the
right.
family members and
That's
shit,
fair.
the people that you killed or whatever. And it was all based off the Son of Sam
Damn, I'd be making
like-
that motherfucker write me books in jail.
It's like John Wayne Gacy used to sell his paintings.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
And then they
crazy.
were like, no, you can't sell these. So then other people would just get them from him and like, now, they're worth money.
Right.
Merle Allen, right?
He probably just trained
Gigi
himself
Allen's
for
brother. He was a serial killer,
Really?
memorabilia collector. Huge. He was like
it.
fucking.
Oh, a collector. Okay.
It was like it's all. We wouldn't. I don't think he was a serial killer.
No, well, yeah, when you said it, I was like, what the fuck?
I don't remember whose painting it was, but it was because it was years and years ago. I was going through my phase of buying memorabilia.
Oh yeah.
There was a few paintings that came out. There was a Bob Ross on there. Who went for $32,000. And he was like this big.
Yeah.
And but I don't remember what serial killer, but there was a serial killer, but it went for like 9 or 10 grand.
Damn.
Maybe it sucked, but it would have been, if you were rich, it would have been kind of crazy to own a piece of that fucking, crazy story. But it kind of be fucked up too. I don't know if I'd want it in my house.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
one of those ones that maybe like you buy it and donate it to a museum.
Yeah.
But then are they going to put it on display?
Right. They'll make money off of it.
I mean, you could, work
I
out
don't
a
care
deal
about
with them or
that.
whatever, like your contract, when you sell it off or something where like,
Yeah.
hey, you make sure you display this kind of thing or
No.
whatever, or just like lease it out to them
Well, yeah, because
for like a run, you know?
as an art lover and an artist, like I like to look at art and I like to buy art. And that would be a crazy thing to have some kind of
Pogo the clown in your living room.
Oh man.
I love
that
clowns.
shit.
Like, I don't want to fucking tarnish that shit with that psychopath.
That's fair.
man,
That's
yeah.
the one clown painting that's not really cool at all. Just kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a gross individual.
Yeah.
And then you got like weirdos that'll collect Hitler paintings.
Yeah, well, isn't that illegal and shit? Like,
I'm
isn't
sure
it, like
now.
it's like you can't legally own Nazi memorabilia, can you?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look
Like-
at fucking, if you still look at eBay, because I'll have like I used to buy like actual gold coins,
Mhm.
and like when you do any kind of currency, that shit starts popping up, and it'll be
Nazi gold.
well, no, it'll be like old dollar bills from different time periods all over Europe, and you'll see those Nazi bills, and just like the
The Reichsmark or whatever.
yeah, it's like gross. We had some-
Tainted.
We had somebody call today and ask the shop if we do rebel flag tattoos.
Really?
Yeah, it's rare now, more days, but and then the funny thing is, the counter person told me she was like, and she said he was like instantly embarrassed by her tone, and he's like, it's for a friend.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry. We don't. We only tattoo winner insignias.
That's what I
Like,
said.
we
I was
don't
like,
tattoo losers,
yeah,
man.
we don't do the
Sorry.
losing team.
Yeah, that's
Come on, man.
why you want the losing team tattooed on you.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And the fact that you said it's for a friend, knowing obviously
Yeah,
it's not.
it's not. And
You
he,
know
like,
it's fucking
instantly was like, oh
stupid.
no,
Yeah, like dude, fuck off.
come on. What? Don't tell me that shit. Like I can't stand that argument about it's fucking. It's not about slavery, man. Look, yeah, it is.
Yeah, because would they own white slaves?
Yeah, like, look, that's intrinsically tied to it, and you can't get away from it. And look, you can call it rebel shit or whatever, but you're basically you fucking what did you rebel for?
The right to fuck their cousins, Michael.
I guess whatever, man. But yeah, there's probably some shops around that would do it. Maybe I don't know.
Not anymore.
You don't think so?
I mean, no, because I
I could think of one.
there was even, maybe. Fucking old boy in here died.
What? Really?
Yeah, I got a fucking message from Buzz. Yeah.
No way.
The old guy would tattoo anybody and anything and any age. And
Yeah,
he's been a plague on tattooing since I was a kid.
he died. And what happened to him?
I don't know, cancer or something.
Dude, that was a big motherfucker. The guy that ran Dark Side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tattooed my side of my hip, and he got in a fight with his wife. I've already said this on pod before, but she tried to break the window while I was there, and he just kept tattooing me. And she's smashing the fucking front of the window. He's like,
Yeah,
I gotta go
get the
lock the
job
door.
done.
He's
Yeah.
used to it.
He's just like,
It was fucking insane. She was trying to slam the glass door over and over and over. He's like, hold on, bud, I gotta get up. And he went and locked the door, went right back to tattoo, and crooked as fuck on my hip too. Didn't even follow the form. He just fucking went and did his thing, and he was like, $60. Thanks.
$60. All right,
He was
cool.
not good.
No. Yeah.
Anyway,
Fuck yeah.
fuck yeah. God damn it.
I'm pretty stoned.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish my joint though.
Hell yeah.
You got more weed? I see green.
I just packed a little more in there.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
bowl 2 and
I wasn't gonna be mad. I was just gonna be disappointed.
bowl 2 and a half.
Just to be disappointed.
This is at least 3 bowls. This was a long one.
But
So, fuck today.
it's been a day.
I'm not gonna vent, but fuck today. Fuck today.
It's cool. We got headphones on now. So
Dude, it's nice being able
it's-
to know if we're going on.
Oh, that's terrible. I fucking hate that. Oh,
Sorry, guys.
oh God.
I'm bad.
You know, every time that you would ask, like, "Hey, man, why does the audio sound like robotic?" That was where all that like signal dropout was, and like,
We got to figure it out, though, guys.
yeah, we did.
We did. We're brand new, insanely expensive mic cables that took my apprentice an embarrassing 3 times to get right.
Oh my God,
Marshmallow. Listen up, man.
buddy,
No excuses, dude. No excuses.
what are you doing?
What are you doing with your life?
God damn it!
So we got these nice new expensive cables. We got headphones. We fucking somehow got jack. Because, okay, so when I bought these headphones off Amazon, they showed the picture with the 1/4 inch, like
Ugh.
adapter on there.
Fraud.
And they did not have them. So,
It's fraudulent.
Honestly, though,
yeah, it was
That's
bullshit.
not right.
I was upset. So we
No.
finally got that. So now, and with the fucking setting on the board,
No,
we got everything.
That's crucial.
Hopefully, so if you're out there still, we love you for that. You're a little crazy,
you are a little crazy for
but put in
sticking
the
around.
put in the comments if you can tell this time that the audio is better.
I think it's gonna be good.
Also, you should let us know if we've been toying with the idea of like watching reacting to a few little videos
Yeah,
at the end of an episode or something like that, or having a segment like that. And if that's something that,
little funny, it's another funny segment.
yeah, like if you think that's something you'd like to see us do, then you should definitely let us know.
Yeah,
Get involved.
dude,
Yeah.
you done any weird fucking hoarding shit?
Nope,
No?
not the last 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I did that one that was a shopping addict, which was nice.
Yeah,
That's a
cool.
good hoarder,
It was awesome.
right? Like, that's a decent one to have
I got a
to
lot of
clean
good
up,
stuff.
just a
for
lot
that
of stuff.
house. They wanted to throw it all away, and I just kept it. Like all the practical shit, I kept too. Most of it.
There was that one hoarding episode that she saved shit.
There's a bunch of them like that, dude. Like, that's a running theme. Like, Chelsea and I got on a kick where
Dude,
we watched that shit for like, I don't know, it was like a few weeks.
You go down a rabbit hole,
God
dude.
damn. But it makes you feel better about your own house because you can look around and you're like, you know what? There's not buckets of shit in my house for sure. And yeah, my house is pretty clean.
Dude, I
just some clothes laying around.
can get it,
Should pick them
though.
up.
I got 4 kids, and half the week they destroy my house, and they're a little spoiled rotten, so they don't help as much as they should. That's changing this summer. I get, and I had a shopping addiction, trying to feed the beast for years, trying to feed happiness that I didn't get.
Most of the hoarding stems from trauma. I've noticed
It does.
It
It
always
is,
somebody. It starts right around the loss of the parent. Typically, it's like the last 6 people I've had. They started their hoarding when their mom or dad died because they weren't there to oversee them fucking it up. Like they don't have anybody. You know what I mean? Like and then this lady's like literally the 6th in a row. It's all when a parent or something happened.
Yeah, I was stuck in a loveless marriage, and I was trying to take it out on buying shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It helps a
Buy
little.
whatever you can.
Well, it just helps it in the beginning, and like
Serotonin hits.
yeah.
Right.
Right?
But it'd be too like I'll buy shit. I used to. I mean, I don't anymore. But I would buy shit. Like say I wanted to do a hobby, so I started a new hobby. Like when I started building miniatures before, I probably bought like $500 worth of shit.
Right.
And like now, I just don't. I still want to do more of it. I just don't have the time. So it's not. But it's the same way.
Get hyper fixated on it for a little bit.
But there again, it was in a time where like the therapy was getting real hard and real fucking deep. And I was just like, I need something to keep my brain going. So yeah, that shopping addiction shit is hardcore.
There's a lot of people that fall into that trap because it's so easy to shop now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there was a time where you had to like physically go to a store.
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
Or like the closest thing, like in the 80s or early 90s or something that you have to online shopping now would be like QVC,
Yeah.
the Home Shopping Network, or some shit like that, which was predominantly just crap.
Yeah. It was,
You know, it was
not
just
usually good
junk.
quality.
You know, yeah. So there was a time where you had to get up and go. And you know,
You're telling me those knives didn't really cut through shoes?
listen, man, I'm not going to talk shit about Ginsu knives. Okay.
And wait, there's more. Oh, damn.
Oh, those pitch men.
Dude, they'll
Those
get
guys
you.
were nuts.
Now it's fucking Instagram though, because you'll be just scrolling through. It's like, damn, that hat would look good on me.
It's targeted ad.
Fuck, you got a new hat though, and I'm loving the new Mike hat look. It's just that style. It does that style hat fits you and I'm mad about it because it doesn't fit my little egg ass head. I look stupid.
I hated it at first. I only wore it at home because I felt really self-conscious about it. I
Did
was
it
like,
take me complimenting you?
that definitely helped. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm going to say at first I was like, well, we had that initial exchange. We were at the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just ran into each other at the gas station. And like, when you said that, you complimented me. I was like, oh, cool. And then I like, you know, went about my day and I was like overthinking shit. I was like, wait a minute. Did he just like slyly fucking diss my hat?
No, I would have told you. I'd have been like,
I was
man,
like, wait a
that's
minute.
a dumbass looking hat, bro.
That's what I came back to. I was like, nah, he would have just fucking said, well, what are you wearing that stupid fucking hat for?
Yeah.
And I'd have been like, oh,
I'm your
I
friend.
didn't know it was
friend.
stupid, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm your friend. That means I have to tell
Like,
you the truth.
right. Like, I got to tell you the hard shit.
It's like, hey, man, trust me, I've gone through trying to go through so many hat phases. And it just, I don't know.
It's weird finding one that I like because, like, there's some, like, I never really liked the flat bill caps. I'm just like a dad hat guy, I guess, you know.
That's the
bent bill
dad
or
hat
whatever.
now, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I was always like, well, Sean said something the other day and he was just fucking with me, but I was like, oh, man, that's exactly what I was like self-conscious about when he said, it's like, he's like, what are you trying to look like young? And I was like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's the downside.
I was like, oh, why would you fucking say the one thing that
But it's not like when you look around, it's really not. That's our style. Like, man, I still wear the same kind of shoes. Like, I still most of the time am wearing a hoodie or t-shirts and a fucking pair of jeans. So like my style really, and like I do, I know that exact feeling because I've gotten so many times where I'm like, man, you gotta start dressing. You're almost 40.
you start dressing like an old man.
But I also have tattoos on my face
Yeah.
and on my hands and my throat. And I'm not a normal, 38-year-old looking dude. Fuck, dude. I'm not.
Old man shit is generational, right? Like, so, like, my generation of old men won't look like, they'll probably look like we did when in 1994. Just probably a lot of flannel and denim jeans and some boots, and concert t-shirts. That shit will fucking never change.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. If your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well,
No friends of mine.
What do you know about that, young?
Yeah.
You know the safety dance?
Safety dance. It's a safety dance.
That music video makes no fucking sense.
It makes no sense. There's a little person in there. That guy looks like he ran away from a Ren fair. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what's happening? And it's all about like nuclear weapons too.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's fucking nuts.
It's so weird.
I thought it was about AIDS, like safe sex.
Huh.
I thought that's why they called it the safety dance. Like dance being a metaphor for
Fuck, I thought
fucking.
it was about dancing.
I think you just took it too literally.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do a lot of dancing in that video. It's weird.
They were dancing their
Yeah.
asses off, Michael.
They were.
They weren't fucking.
No, they weren't. I don't think they were.
The horizontal hustle. The buckle shuffle.
What is that?
Oh,
The buckle
the
shuffle.
buckle shuffle. Fornicating.
Oh man, now you sound like you're in Footloose. Don't dance.
So dance. The other one, every time I hear fornicating, it takes me back to Bad Santa, where he's like, "You're fornicating with a bigger lady." He's like, "Look, I've boned a lot of fat chicks in my day, but I don't think I've ever fornicated with anyone." It's like, God, Billy Bob Thornton is so fucking good at that. It's so good. So just listen to him cuss out kids. It's like the shit that you'd never say to other people's kids. And
The
like
second
your
one's
kid-
not that bad either, too.
Yeah, dude. They're so good. God is so good. Can you make movies like that still?
I think, yeah, probably. It's maybe a little harder. You have to. I don't think you have as wide of a net now. I think you have to be really careful about like when you do something super offensive, like a joke, an offensive joke. It matters like who the butt of that joke is, and you can tell like. I don't want to say like you can tell a racist joke, but I believe there's a way that you can tell a joke that illustrates or talks about race that where you involve a bigot. Like if you look at like an All in a Family or something like art.
Matt Rife has been just figuring it out like recently, just telling straight up racist jokes on stage, just like,
Jesus.
but he's doing it like with every race, like the old comedians would, where it was like, no one is safe. We're coming at all your stereotypes. And so that's where I was getting at. I've seen a lot of comics lately just basically pushing back, trying to get it back to that. And they're all just kind of saying, buckle up.
Well, I think the thing is like just not the key is to you can be funny because everybody or most people get a kick out of hearing you say something that they think like, oh, do you fucking actually say that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's that kind of, and it's like South Park,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever, Family Guy when it first started. But I think if you're mean spirited about it, then that's fucked up. Okay. Then it's not really funny.
Right.
Like if you're just trying to make someone feel bad or you're just making fun of somebody and that's not funny.
No, it's not funny at all.
But like, if you take a character like an Archie Bunker where he was a bigot, you know, he was a racist, he was homophobic, he was loud and he said all this shit, but the whole point is he was the dumbass, right? The joke was on him, you know?
Right.
So that in that context, I think that's important because it can kind of help you talk about those issues too, which you should be able to talk about even if it's in a fucking sitcom. Who cares? You know, like
comedy has to. I feel like in one of those things has to be able to bridge those gaps.
Mark Nolan's got a pretty good delivery too.
Well, that's like
His jokes are pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's good. No one. Oh god, damn, I had it. I lost it. I don't know.
comedy is weird.
I'm high.
Let's tell him good night.
What?
I said, let's tell him good night.
Tell who good night?
Good listeners.
Are you ready to go home?
Our listeners.
Who's done?
Who's listening?
Nobody right now.
What the fuck are you talking
There's
about?
17 people right now.
Literally
All hearing
nobody in here but us.
Yeah, man.
It's just us.
It's just us, dude.
Where'd Marshall go?
Oh, he gone. He dead.
Don't say that. You
He
know,
died. He went down by the riverbed. Didn't know where you're singing him yet. I think he went with Jesus.
he slipped into the river.
And he saw some lady in a white dress with flowers on. She was singing. She said, "You want to get here and get baptized?" And he went in there and got baptized, and he disappeared. You know,
What the fuck was that? What the actual fuck?
I think I just got possessed by a redneck.
The longer you spoke like a redneck, the more irrationally angry I got. Somehow I was like, man, like you ceased to be yourself and turned into this redneck character. And I was like, I'm going to beat the shit out of this
Instead of
fucking
listening to King of the Hill,
fucking
going
shit
to bed
kicking
every
cracker
night.
ass motherfucker.
Been watching King of the Hill fucking episodes, going to sleep, just letting it play on my phone like a fucking I have been like on YouTube. Somebody's posting them, and I'm just fucking soaking it up. And it's I've been listening to like podcasts, and just soaking it up.
That's good stuff. Man, you were beating the shit out of that bowl, man. Like,
Sorry, I was trying
you
to
all
sit
right?
down
Like,
quietly and it was not working.
that sounded like a car crash.
I was trying to line it up and make it look nice, and it wasn't happening.
You're cutting in and out because you're not talking to your microphone.
Sorry.
Well, guys, we love you. We hope you like, subscribe, comment. We hope you like that we're not just talking about pot anymore and we're actually talking. If you don't like it, I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, go fuck off.
This is the only 2 speeds that I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all you're getting.
It's a random talk show. Talk
Shit, this is a talk show.
It's a variety show.
Variety show. We just
What?
it's a podcast, but we just talk about random ass shit.
Variety shows where there's like acts, where there's like a juggler and a fucking comedian, a
Girl, I love
sword swallower and shit like that. I don't know.
I juggle. With these emotions.
Oh well, but
Oh, well, I can do 2 balls, but not 3.
been juggling 2 balls your whole life.
Oh man, there's too many jokes there.
Oh, bye. Go home. Go home. Get the fuck out of here.
Smoke weed.
Bye.